Good morning. The time is 11:15 a.m. August 30, 2021, a Monday morning. The news headline: Banditry. El-Rufai's changing tune on negotiation. The words uttered on December 3, 2016 by Governor Nasir El-Rufai, the then 1 year and 6 months old head of government in Kaduna State, downright shocked, bewildered, and disturbed many. Still, some arguably in the minority were pleased to hear the otherwise unsettling confession. El-Rufai, speaking to journalists from the comfort of his Kaduna office, admitted to the tracing some violent Fulani herdsmen with alleged grievances to their homelands in neighboring African territories, and paying them to stop the killing of southern Kaduna natives and destruction of their communities. According to a report by Vanguard, the governor said it was when they were moving up with their cattle across southern Kaduna that the elections of 2011 took place, and the crisis trapped some of them. Some of them were from Niger, Cameroon, Chad, Mali, and Senegal. Fulani are in 14 African countries, and they traverse this country with cattle. So many of these people were killed, cattle lost, and they organized themselves and came back for revenge. So a lot of what was happening in southern Kaduna was actually from outside Nigeria. We got a hint from the late Governor Patrick Yakowa, got this information, and he sent someone to go around some of these Fulani communities, but of course, after he died, the whole thing stopped. This is what we inherited. El-Rufai, after having sharing the findings made by General Martin Agwai, retired committee set up by his administration to address the southern Kaduna killings, told the journalist that he swung into action. In most of the communities, once that appeal was made to them, they said they are forgiven. There are one or two that asked for monetary compensation. They said they are forgiven the death of human beings but wanted compensation for cattle. We said no problem, and we paid some. As recently as 2 weeks ago, the team went to Niger Republic to attend one Fulani gathering that they hold every year with a message from me, the governor said without holding back. El-Rufai supporters might have counted this as a win, especially since the governor had come down hard on former President Goodluck Jonathan for refusing to negotiate with Boko Haram after the April 14, 2014 abduction of 276 schoolgirls in Chibok, Borno State. Blaming Jonathan of the People Progressive Party for failing to explore all possible means, El-Rufai, an unelected All Progressive Congress chieftain at that time, told Sahara TV in a now viral video, if one of these girls was Jonathan's daughter, the story would have been different. The only reason why these girls are still in captivity is because they are not the daughter of any important Nigerian, and we know it. If you say we are politicizing terrorism, go and rescue the girls so that I will not have the basis to politicize it. Asked if he supported negotiation, he was unequivocal in response, saying, "I am in support of every option when you have the life of a citizen at risk. You should not have any option on the table. You should reflect and listen." Incidentally, barely after 7 years later, the governor's tune seems to have changed, despite the widespread violence in the state under his administration. On the night of March 11, 2021, bandits invaded Federal College of Forestry Mechanization, Mando, in the Gabi local government area of Kaduna State, just across the expressway from the Nigerian Defense Academy, abducting 39 students. Though their parents appealed to El-Rufai to negotiate with the bandits to secure the release of their words, the State Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Mr. Samuel Aruwan, said anyone caught negotiating with bandits on government behalf would be prosecuted. A parent, Alhaji Ibrahim Shamaki, whose daughter spoke in Hausa in a viral video released by bandits, was said to have died of trauma. In April, gunmen kidnapped 23 students of Greenfield University located along Kaduna-Abuja Highway in Kasarami, Chikun local government area, killing a staff member. The bandits later made contact with the parents and demanded a ransom of a whopping 800 million naira for the students' release. Despite unending pleas by their parents, the state government still did not negotiate with the abductors. 5 of the students were killed in the harrowing 39-day kidnapping before others' release. In May, El-Rufai started plans to attack and kill bandits even if it meant the killing of some of the students. Describing the resultant loss of the abducted students as a collateral damage, he said, "It is a price we have to pay. This is war. There will always be collateral damage in war. And we would rather do that than pay money, because paying money has not solved the problem anywhere in the world." However, the governor failed to mention as he had under the Jonathan administration, where he could imagine any of the abducted children as one of his own, but he later claimed that he won't pay ransom even if his son was among those kidnapped in the States. "Even if my son is kidnapped, I will rather pray for him to make heaven instead, because I won't pay any ransom," he said. Amnesty International recently reported that at least 78 people were killed and 160 abducted by bandits between July 3rd and August 5, 2021 in Kaduna, including 121 school children of the Bethel Baptist Church High School. The bandits later demanded a ransom of 60 million naira for the release of the students, but the state government remains vehement in its refusal to bargain with the bandits. The time is 11:22 a.m. The analysis. Governor El-Rufai of Kaduna State has been on the social media space of recent, whereby there is a comparison of a former saying by him as at then, while he was one of the chieftain of the All Progressive Congress (APC), while during the Goodluck Jonathan's regime. As at then, Goodluck Jonathan's regime, there was an issue of the Chibok girls, where the Chibok girls were kidnapped and kept in the camp of the Boko Haram. Then, El-Rufai did an interview with Sahara reporters then, claiming that the President Jonathan should have taken all options in order to secure the release of these Chibok girls, citing that if they were to be an important person in Nigeria, like a prominent person in Nigeria's children, then, or perhaps it happens to be the daughter of Goodluck Jonathan, then the story would have been different. There would have been negotiations with this Boko Haram to secure the release of these Chibok girls at all costs. And now the case is now a bit different in comparison, because after some years now, El-Rufai is now the governor of Kaduna State, and a lot has been happening under his regime.